Every single morning, millions of seniors unknowingly set off a dangerous chain reaction in their bodies that could lead to a devastating stroke, and you might be doing it right now without realizing. The hard truth is this: strokes rank as the second leading cause of death across the globe, with most occurring in those critical morning hours after waking. According to the World Stroke Organization, every 2 seconds someone suffers a stroke, and every 6 seconds, someone loses their life to one. But here's what will really shock you. Research shows one common morning habit could be secretly doubling your stroke risk at this very moment. Even more startling, experts estimate that 80% of strokes could be prevented, and it all starts with those crucial first 60 minutes of your day. If you're sitting there thinking this could never happen to you, consider this. 12 million people experience strokes each year, and for many, it could have been avoided by making simple changes to their morning routine. Stay with me, because I'm about to uncover the single most dangerous morning mistake, backed by scientific proof, that sends stroke risk through the roof. Plus I'll show you exactly how to fix it starting today. 7. Skipping breakfast? You're playing with fire. Let's talk about breakfast, or rather, what happens when you don't eat it. You've probably heard your whole life that breakfast is the most important meal of the day, but what most people don't realize is just how dangerous skipping breakfast can be, especially for those over 65. When you go all night without eating and then skip breakfast too, you're essentially putting your body through an extended period of starvation. This isn't just about feeling hungry. It triggers a cascade of dangerous physiological reactions that could put you on the fast track to a stroke. Here's what's happening inside your body when you skip breakfast. After 8 to 12 hours without food, your blood sugar levels drop dangerously low. In response, your body goes into emergency mode, flooding your system with stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. These hormones are designed to help you in fight-or-flight situations, but when they're constantly activated first thing in the morning, they wreak havoc on your cardiovascular system. They cause your blood vessels to suddenly constrict, reducing blood flow at the very time your body needs it most. Simultaneously, they cause your blood pressure to spike dramatically, sometimes by 20 to 30 points or more. For seniors, this combination is particularly dangerous because our arteries naturally become stiffer and less flexible with age. When those rigid arteries are suddenly squeezed tighter by stress hormones while blood pressure skyrockets, it creates the perfect storm for a stroke. The proof is in the research. A comprehensive 17-year study published in the prestigious Journal of the American College of Cardiology followed over 6,500 adults and found something startling. Those who regularly skipped breakfast had an 87% higher risk of dying from cardiovascular diseases like stroke compared to those who ate breakfast daily. That's nearly double the risk just from missing one meal. But the dangers don't stop there. Skipping breakfast also makes your blood more likely to clot. Overnight, your blood naturally becomes thicker as you lose fluids through breathing and perspiration. When you don't eat in the morning, this thickening effect continues unchecked. Thicker blood flows more sluggishly and is much more prone to forming dangerous clots that can block blood flow to your brain, the very definition of an ischemic stroke, which accounts for about 87% of all strokes. The solution is surprisingly simple and doesn't require a huge time commitment. The key is to eat something, anything, within 1 hour of waking up. It doesn't need to be a big, elaborate meal. Even a small, nutrient-dense breakfast can make all the difference. Some excellent options include eggs, which provide high-quality protein to stabilize blood sugar, Greek yogurt, which offers protein along with gut-healthy probiotics, or a handful of nuts, which deliver healthy fats and fiber. These foods work together to gently raise your blood sugar without spiking it, keep your blood vessels relaxed, and provide sustained energy throughout the morning. Remember, your morning meal isn't just about satisfying hunger. It's one of the most powerful tools you have to protect your brain and heart health as you age. Starting your day with breakfast is like giving your cardiovascular system a shield against the stresses it will inevitably face. It's a small habit that could literally save your life. 6. Drinking coffee first thing? Big mistake. That first cup of coffee in the morning, it's a ritual for millions of us. But here's something your doctor probably never told you. Drinking coffee on an empty stomach could be putting you at serious risk. When you wake up, your body is already mildly dehydrated from hours without water. That first sip of coffee actually makes things worse because caffeine is a natural diuretic. It makes you lose even more water. This double whammy of dehydration causes your blood to thicken, making it more likely to form dangerous clots. But that's not all. Drinking coffee first thing sends your blood pressure soaring at the worst possible time. Morning is already when your blood pressure naturally spikes as your body prepares for the day. Add caffeine to an empty stomach, and you get an extra surge of stress hormones that can send your numbers into the danger zone. Researchers at the European Journal of Neurology found that seniors who drank coffee before anything else had a shocking 45% higher risk of stroke compared to those who had water or food first. The good news: you don't have to give up your coffee. Just change when and how you drink it. Start your morning with a full glass of water. This rehydrates you and gets your blood flowing properly before caffeine enters the picture. If you take your coffee with a little milk or have it with a slice of whole grain toast, you'll slow down how quickly the caffeine hits your system. This simple change could be the difference between a healthy morning routine and one that's secretly putting you at risk. 5. Jumping out of bed too fast. That moment when you first wake up, when the alarm goes off and you instinctively jump out of bed, could be putting you in serious danger without you even realizing it. For seniors especially, the simple act of getting up too quickly triggers a dangerous chain reaction in the body that significantly increases stroke risk. Here's what's actually happening when you bolt upright. Your body has been lying flat for hours, and blood has naturally pooled slightly in your torso and legs. When you stand up suddenly, gravity pulls blood downward faster than your circulatory system can adjust, causing what doctors call orthostatic hypotension, a sudden drop in blood pressure that can make you feel dizzy, lightheaded, or even cause fainting. But the real danger goes beyond just feeling woozy. When your blood pressure crashes like this, your body panics and releases emergency hormones that make your blood vessels suddenly constrict, essentially squeezing them violently to try to push blood back up to your brain. For older adults whose arteries may already be stiffened with age, this abrupt squeezing and releasing puts enormous stress on blood vessel walls. Imagine taking a dry, brittle rubber band and stretching it quickly over and over. That's essentially what's happening to your arteries. This stress creates microtears where plaque can accumulate and, more frighteningly, makes it much more likely for existing plaque deposits to rupture and form dangerous clots. A major study published in the Journal of Hypertension followed thousands of seniors and found those who regularly experienced these morning blood pressure drops had a shocking 54% higher risk of stroke compared to those who got up more gradually. That's more than double the risk just from standing up too fast. The risk is especially high in the first 2 hours after waking, when your body's natural cortisol surge already puts extra stress on your cardiovascular system. The solution is beautifully simple and takes just 60 seconds that could save your life. When you wake up, resist the urge to jump up immediately. Instead, take a moment to sit on the edge of your bed. Use this time to gently wiggle your toes and flex your ankles. This gets blood moving in your legs naturally. Take several slow, deep breaths to oxygenate your blood and help your circulatory system adjust. Count to 60 if you need to. Only when you feel completely steady should you stand up, and even then, do it slowly while holding on to something stable if needed. This brief transition period gives your body the time it needs to redistribute blood flow properly and prevents those dangerous blood pressure swings. Think of it like warming up a car engine on a cold morning. You wouldn't floor the accelerator right after starting, and your body needs the same gentle approach. Making this small change to your morning routine could be one of the simplest yet most powerful ways to protect yourself from a devastating stroke. Those few extra seconds you take to get up safely might just add years to your life. 4. Starting your day with sugar. That sweet breakfast you look forward to every morning, the bowl of sugary cereal, the flaky pastry, or even that glass of orange juice you think is healthy, could be quietly setting you up for a stroke. When you start your day with these high-sugar foods, you're not just satisfying your sweet tooth, you're triggering a dangerous chain reaction in your body that puts tremendous stress on your cardiovascular system. Here's what happens. Those simple carbohydrates get absorbed almost instantly into your bloodstream, causing your blood sugar levels to spike dramatically. Your pancreas responds by flooding your system with insulin to bring those levels back down, but as we age, our bodies become less efficient at managing these sudden sugar surges. This blood sugar roller coaster does two particularly dangerous things. First, when your blood sugar crashes after that initial spike, which it inevitably does, your body releases emergency stress hormones like adrenaline to compensate. This adrenaline surge makes your heart race and your blood vessels constrict, raising your blood pressure at precisely the time of day when it's already naturally elevated. Second, repeated sugar spikes create chronic inflammation in your arteries, making them stiff and irritated. Over time, this inflammation damages the delicate lining of your blood vessels, creating the perfect environment for plaque buildup and blood clots to form. A landmark study published in the journal Stroke followed thousands of adults for over a decade and made a startling discovery. Those who regularly consumed high-sugar breakfasts had a 44% higher risk of suffering a stroke compared to those who ate more balanced morning meals. That's nearly half again as likely to have a life-altering stroke just from your breakfast choices. The risk was even higher for people with existing metabolic conditions like diabetes or prediabetes, which affect nearly half of all seniors. But here's the good news. You don't have to give up delicious breakfasts to protect yourself. Simple swaps can make all the difference. Instead of sugary cereal, try oatmeal topped with fresh berries. The fiber slows sugar absorption while the antioxidants protect your blood vessels. Eggs are another excellent choice, packed with protein to stabilize your blood sugar for hours. If you prefer something toast-based, avocado on whole grain bread provides healthy fats that actually help reduce inflammation in your arteries. These alternatives not only taste great but actively work to keep your blood sugar stable, your blood pressure normal, and your arteries flexible and healthy. Remember, it's not about deprivation, it's about making choices that love your body back. That morning sugar rush might feel good temporarily, but the long-term consequences simply aren't worth it. By taking just a little extra time to prepare a balanced breakfast, you're giving yourself powerful protection against stroke that lasts all day. Your future self will thank you for every morning you chose nourishment over that fleeting sugar high. After all, isn't preserving your health and independence worth skipping that donut? 3. Forgetting morning meds. Let's talk about something that might seem small but could literally mean the difference between life and death: taking your morning medications. That pill you occasionally forget? The one you sometimes skip because you're in a hurry or just don't feel like taking it. Research shows missing just one dose of critical morning medications like blood pressure pills or blood thinners can increase your stroke risk by a shocking 36% on that very day. This isn't some vague future risk. We're talking about nearly doubling your danger of having a stroke today if you forget those pills. Your body follows natural rhythms called circadian rhythms, and morning is when your blood pressure naturally starts climbing as you wake up. This is exactly why doctors prescribe many heart medications to be taken first thing. They need to be working before this natural surge begins. Blood thinners are particularly time-sensitive because your blood is naturally thicker and more prone to clotting in the morning after hours without hydration. When you skip these crucial morning doses, you're leaving your body completely unprotected during its most vulnerable hours. The British Medical Journal published a massive study tracking over 12,000 seniors that revealed just how dangerous missing meds can be. Those who occasionally skipped their morning blood pressure medication had dramatically higher stroke rates that same day. For blood thinners, the risk was even more immediate. A single missed dose could allow dangerous clots to form within hours. And if you take medication for atrial fibrillation, an irregular heartbeat, skipping even one dose allows your heart to beat in an abnormal rhythm that can create stroke-causing clots right inside your heart. Now, I know remembering medications isn't always easy. Between morning routines, appointments, and just plain forgetfulness, it's understandable how pills get missed. But here's the good news: there are simple, foolproof ways to never forget again. Try setting a daily alarm on your phone labeled, "Take your meds." Make it a sound you can't ignore. Keep your pill bottle right next to your toothbrush so you see it during your morning routine. Use a weekly pill organizer so you can see at a glance whether you've taken today's dose. Some people even keep a small sticky note on their coffee maker or refrigerator as an extra reminder. If you're having trouble with side effects or the timing of your medications, don't just stop taking them, talk to your doctor. There are often alternative medications or adjusted schedules that can work better for your lifestyle. Your healthcare provider can also help simplify your regimen if you're taking multiple medications at different times. Remember, these aren't just pills, they're your personal bodyguards against stroke. That blood pressure medication, it's actively keeping your arteries flexible. Those blood thinners, they're preventing deadly clots from forming. Taking them consistently is one of the most powerful things you can do to protect your brain health. So tonight before bed, take 2 minutes to set up your reminders for tomorrow morning. That tiny effort could be what stands between you and a life-changing stroke. Your future self will thank you for every single dose you remember to take. 2. Ignoring dehydration. That glass of water you skip first thing in the morning might seem insignificant, but it could be quietly putting you on the fast track to a stroke. After 6 to 8 hours of sleep without any fluids, your body wakes up in a state of mild dehydration, even if you don't feel thirsty. This isn't just about dry mouth. We're talking about profound changes happening in your bloodstream. Without adequate water, your blood becomes thicker, more viscous, what doctors often describe as having a sludge-like consistency. This thickened blood flows more sluggishly through your vessels, making it far more likely to form dangerous clots that can block blood flow to your brain. A groundbreaking study published in the journal Stroke revealed just how serious morning dehydration can be. Researchers found that even mild dehydration upon waking increased participants' risk of having a stroke within the next 24 hours by 34%. That's 1/3 higher risk just from not having enough water in your system. The danger is even greater for seniors because as we age, our bodies become less efficient at conserving fluids and our thirst signals weaken dramatically. Many older adults don't feel thirsty until they're already severely dehydrated, which means you could be walking around with dangerously thick blood without even realizing it. The dehydration-stroke connection works through several pathways. Thick blood is more prone to clotting, increasing the risk of ischemic strokes where clots block brain arteries. Dehydration also causes your blood pressure to drop initially, then spike dramatically as your body tries to compensate. These violent fluctuations can damage blood vessel walls over time. Furthermore, when you're dehydrated, your blood carries less oxygen to your brain, forcing your heart to work harder and putting additional strain on your entire cardiovascular system. The solution is beautifully simple and costs nothing. Make water your very first meal of the day. Before you reach for that coffee cup or breakfast plate, drink a full 8-ounce glass of room-temperature water. This immediately begins rehydrating your system and thinning your blood to its optimal consistency. Room temperature is better than cold water first thing because it's gentler on your digestive system and gets absorbed more quickly. If plain water doesn't appeal to you, try adding a squeeze of lemon or lime for flavor. This also provides electrolytes that enhance hydration. This one simple habit, drinking water before anything else, could be the most important stroke prevention strategy you adopt. It takes less than a minute, but provides protection that lasts all day. Keep a glass or bottle of water by your bedside so it's the first thing you reach for when you wake up. If you take morning medications, drink a full glass with them rather than just a sip. And remember that coffee, while delicious, doesn't count toward your hydration. In fact, it has a mild diuretic effect, making that morning glass of water even more crucial. Your body is about 60% water, and every single cell needs proper hydration to function optimally. By starting your day with water, you're giving your circulatory system the fluid it needs to protect your brain from stroke. It's the easiest, most natural medicine you could possibly take, with zero side effects and maximum benefits. So tonight before bed, fill up that glass and place it where you'll see it first thing tomorrow morning. Your brain will thank you for it. 1. The deadliest morning habit. You're probably guilty. Let's address the morning habit nobody likes to talk about, but one that could be putting your life at risk every single day. That moment when you're sitting on the toilet, straining to have a bowel movement, might seem harmless, but medical research reveals it's actually one of the most dangerous things you can do first thing in the morning. A groundbreaking study published in the journal Neurology followed thousands of older adults and found something startling. Those who regularly strained during bowel movements had twice the risk of suffering a stroke compared to those who didn't. That's a 100% increase in risk just from this one common bathroom behavior. Here's what's happening inside your body when you strain. The act of pushing hard creates what doctors call the Valsalva maneuver. This causes a sudden, dramatic spike in your blood pressure. We're talking increases of 40, 50, even 60 points within seconds. For seniors whose arteries may already be weakened by years of high blood pressure or cholesterol buildup, this intense pressure surge can be catastrophic. It can cause fragile blood vessels in your brain to rupture, leading to a hemorrhagic stroke. Or it can dislodge existing plaque deposits in your arteries, sending dangerous clots rushing toward your brain and causing an ischemic stroke. Both scenarios are life-threatening emergencies. The risk is especially high in those first morning hours after waking. Here's why. Your blood pressure naturally rises in the morning as part of your body's wake-up process. Your blood is also at its thickest after hours without hydration overnight. Add straining to this already dangerous mix, and you're essentially creating the perfect conditions for a stroke to occur. Many stroke survivors report having been straining on the toilet just before their attack occurred, a connection most people never make until it's too late. The solution isn't complicated, but it does require some lifestyle adjustments. First and foremost, focus on preventing constipation before it starts. Make fiber your best friend. Aim for 25 to 30 grams daily from sources like oatmeal, berries, beans, and leafy greens. Stay consistently hydrated throughout the day, not just in the morning, to keep stools soft. Develop a regular bathroom routine rather than waiting until you're desperate. When nature calls, take your time, never rush or force a bowel movement. If you find yourself straining, stop immediately and try again later. For those with chronic constipation, don't suffer in silence or keep pushing through the discomfort. Talk to your doctor about safe, gentle solutions. There are many effective options available today, from fiber supplements to osmotic laxatives that work with your body's natural rhythms. Remember, there's no shame in needing help. It's far better to use a gentle aid than to risk your life by straining. This isn't about scare tactics. It's about giving you the knowledge to protect yourself. That few minutes of discomfort from straining could lead to a lifetime of disability from stroke. By making simple changes to your diet, hydration, and bathroom habits, you're not just improving your digestive health, you're actively safeguarding your brain. Your morning routine should never put your life at risk. Start making these changes today, because when it comes to stroke prevention, every gentle, strain-free morning counts. Your morning routine isn't just about starting the day, it's about protecting your life. Those first 60 minutes after waking are critical, setting the stage for either a healthy day or one that puts you at risk. Something as simple as drinking water first thing, taking your medications on time, choosing the right breakfast, and avoiding unnecessary strain can mean the difference between safety and disaster. Stroke doesn't give warnings, it strikes suddenly, and by then, it's often too late. But the power to prevent it is in your hands, starting the moment you open your eyes. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you ever felt dizzy in the mornings? Noticed your blood pressure spiking after breakfast? Which of these habits surprised you the most? Share your thoughts below. Your experience could help someone else stay safe. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Tomorrow, I'll share the #1 food scientifically proven to shield your brain from stroke. You won't want to miss it. Take care of yourself, because every morning is a chance to protect the life you love.